Hello, friends. I wanted to speak with you today about two upcoming events at Beth Chaim that we hope will be of interest to you. Sunday, May 16th, is the Jewish holiday of Shavuot, the Festival of Weeks. It's called the Festival of Weeks because it marks the 7 weeks between the earliest barley harvest in ancient Israel, the time we celebrate as Pesach or Passover, and the central summer wheat harvest traditionally celebrated on Shavuot. Now, for much of Jewish history, Shavuot was one of the most important holidays on the Jewish calendar. After the harvest was in, our ancestors would make a pilgrimage to Jerusalem, where there would be reunions and parties, and farmers would bring offerings from this central wheat harvest that would greatly determine their fate for the entire year. This harvest and the pilgrimage that ensued were vital to our people, and the rabbis determined that this was also the time our people received the Torah at Mount Sinai. And so, Shavuot also became Zman Matan Toratenu, the festival of the giving of the Torah. Today, we celebrate Shavuot with a tradition that emerged in the 16th century, where the Kabbalists of our mystical tradition believed that at midnight, the heavens open and favorably receive the thoughts, study, and prayers of those who remain awake on the anniversary of the revelation of the giving of the Torah. For 33 years, the Jewish Community Center of the East Bay has been sponsoring a day of learning on Erev Shavuot. Last year during the pandemic, it moved into a virtual celebration, and the JCC provided each Jewish institution, synagogue, or agency that wanted to participate with its own platform to offer teachings, classes, and workshops for the entire Bay Area Jewish community. Now, it's free to attend, but you must register to receive the login information and Zoom link. We are still putting together the schedule of classes that Beth Chaim will contribute. We know that Rabbi Chaya Gusfield will be teaching a session called Give Me Your Hand, diving into visiting the sick and why it matters. Rabbi Chaya is a gifted teacher, and as a chaplain, she has really immersed herself in the spiritual practice of visiting the sick. I will be leading a session called How to Create a Jewish Death Cafe. For those of you who don't know, in recent years, death cafes have been emerging all over the country, thousands of them. Now, at a death cafe, people, often strangers, gather to eat a dessert, some nosh, have some tea, and discuss death. The objective of the Death Cafe is to increase awareness of death with a view to helping people make the most of their finite lives. Now, usually a Death Cafe is a group-directed discussion of death with no agenda, objectives, or themes. However, the concept has been morphing, and some people have become interested in destigmatizing death in specific cultural and religious contexts. So I will be offering suggestions and facilitating an open discussion on how to create a Jewish death cafe, which I have some experience with, and in fact will be offering one for our community in the coming sometime soon. There are going to be a huge number of offerings as part of this Jewish Day of Learning. To see what's being offered, all you have to do is register and check it out. You can just click on it in the happenings, and it's easy. The other event that I'd like to draw your attention to is being co-sponsored by the AriYael Jewish Healing Center and Beth Chaim congregation, and supported by the American Red Cross. The pandemic has greatly stressed our entire national healthcare system. The need for life-saving blood is great, and with COVID-19, the blood donations have actually gone down. So on Friday, May 21st, the American Red Cross will be setting up our sanctuary as a blood donation center for the day. If you're healthy and can get to the synagogue between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. on Friday, May 21st, you will be doing a potentially life-saving mitzvah. All you have to do again is click on the button in the happenings to schedule your time. All COVID protocols of distancing and wearing masks will be followed. So, my friends, in a few weeks, you can both partake in a day of learning featuring some of the most talented Jewish teachers and thought leaders in the Bay Area as a way of celebrating Shavuot. And then you can give the gift of life by coming home to our sanctuary and donating blood to those in need. Take care, stay safe, and be well. Shalom uvracha, peace and blessings.